Hello everyone, this is Sumit Sadana. In this video, we'll be discussing about, or I'll be telling you about how to use the Zoom app in scheduling the meetings and how to do the appropriate settings for the same before taking or starting your meeting or before delivering a lecture. So let's get started with this. Uh, okay, so we are opening the Zoom app. I am opening it. As you can see that this is our home page of when we click on the Zoom app, and you have three options here, basically four options. Join a meeting, sign up, sign in, and you can see at the top left corner there is a small icon, that is a setting icon, right? I am clicking here to set for meeting settings. So first is meeting. Next options are also there, right? So basically we have to do the settings for the meetings. So we'll go to the meeting option. I've clicked the meeting. So first option is auto connect to audio. So basically when you will be opening it, it will be off by default, like this. What you have to do, you just open this option and select the use internet, right? So when you got connected with the meeting or you started a meeting, then automatically your audio will be joined, right, with this. And the next is always mute my microphone. This is disabled, and it will be kept disabled like this, so we will not enable it. Next option is always turn off my video. Never, we are not gonna turning off our video, because we have to giving the lecture, so we must be visible to all the students. Next is mirror my video, definitely, because that uh, normally we are using a selfie camera here. So whenever we are taking a selfie or something, whatever picture is clicked, it is showing the mirror image basically. So we have to mirror the video, because it will be visible to all the students in a straight manner and not the flipped manner. Next is always show video preview, definitely it will be enabled. Next is show non-video participants, it must be enabled, because if you will be disabling it, you won't able to see the students, those who haven't started their video in the Zoom meeting. So definitely it will be enabled, right? So do not disable it. Next is show name when participants join, definitely enabled, right? Whenever you will be having your screen there after opening it, whosoever will be joining, it will be showing side by side on the screen that this and this person or this and this student has joined the meeting. Next is auto copy invite link, it will be disabled. Next is closed captioning, enabled, right? So when say here it is written, when closed captioning is available, Zoom will display it on the main video. So whatever message or whatever participant is giving message to the teacher, right? So the message will appear on the screen. This is called captioning. Use original sound, it is disabled, and it will be disabled because if you use the original sound, it will turn off your noise suppression here, and whatever surrounding voice would be while delivering the lecture, it will also catch and it will be delivering the same, and definitely it will gonna disturb the voice quality, so it will be disabled. Next is show my connected time, definitely, right? So we'll enable it. Safe driving mode, that is the by default, let it enabled or disable. Next is reaction skin tone, I am opening it. Reaction skin tone, you know that while using the emojis, they are providing us different color tones, so make it default, right? Whatsoever is selected, keep it selected. Okay, I'm coming back. So this was the basic setting of Zoom app, right? I'm coming back now. The turn is how to schedule a meeting, right, or how to start a meeting. So first of all, you have three options at the down: join a meeting, sign up, sign in. So we'll go to sign in, because we are gonna start the meeting, because you will be the host for your lectures. So here the page is appearing. Okay, it's appeared. Now the top partition is, sign in is written email address, password, then sign in, then forgot password. That is that portion belongs to the participants or the person who has taken the upgraded version or the premium version, right? Because we have not or we are not paying anything to the Zoom, so we are using the trial version with the 40 minutes. So we'll go with the or. You can see the second division, that is or sign in with SSO, Google or Facebook. So definitely we're gonna go with the Google because we have created Gmail accounts for your respective subjects, right, or respective sections and classes. So I am clicking Google. So I've clicked the Google. So it will give me the Gmail account page, that is gmail.com. So okay, what you will do, you will click on use another account if this kind of page is opening, right? Or the second one is those who haven't, the teachers who haven't opened any kind of Gmail account in your browser. So it will be, like this page, it will open like this. No email suggestions will be given by the Gmail account because you have never opened any kind of Gmail account, right? So this will be the signing in page where you will be signing in with the Gmail IDs which you all have created, right? I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. The Gmail IDs for your respective subjects which we have shared with you, and you have made it and created it, and you have written done in that column, right, in the Google Sheet. Suppose let's take an example and sign in with some Gmail account. Suppose I want to take a lecture of 5th A English, right? So that standard protocol is 5th, then the section, then the subject dot uspc, right? Do not write @gmail.com because it's totally optional because the account is itself a Google account and this page belongs to the Google. So just press next. Now the password USPCENGLISH. I'm showing you the password because it's simple for all English subjects of all the classes and sections, right? USPC English. So I press next. Okay, so it is successfully verified, right? And Zoom should launch in few seconds. If not, please click the button below. So let's wait. If it is not opening on its own, then we'll be clicking on the launch Zoom, right? In your phones or in some phones, it will be showing like this at the bottom, open or decline. You have to click on open. So I'm launching it because it's not opening or launching on its own. So I've launched the Zoom. So now it is connecting, right, configuring at the back end. Okay, so we got our login page. Okay, and I'll be showing you. Go to the settings. Okay, this, can you see this on the top? 5th A English@gmail.com we have opened successfully via this email. Now, so how to schedule a meeting here? So before scheduling a meeting, so we'll just go to the settings. You can see at the bottom of this page, settings, and we'll go to the meetings here. Okay, you can see that we have selected these and we have set the settings before logging in. So you can see that, just to confirm, and you should go to the chat option now. Chat is bit important, right? So the first is include link preview. Definitely it will be enabled. Next is receive notifications for all messages. Okay, so yes, definitely whatsoever messages will be coming will be welcoming it. Next is unread messages. Keep all unread messages on the top disabled. Show unread message count for channels disabled. Move messages with new replies to the bottom of the chat. disabled. Receive notifications for keywords disabled. It's not set there. We will not gonna set anything because we have to write some sort of keyword which will be reserved one, so we are not gonna do that. Notify me about new replies on messages I am following, disabled. Disable when in meeting. Unread messages is the heading, so unread messages will be disabled when in a meeting. It is enabled basically, so we are disabling it. Do not disturb, so unread messages do not disturb, we have to schedule it, but we are not going to schedule it. It's not we are not using this kind of option in our meeting because that's a normal meeting, right? So next is when viewing unread message in a channel, start at the first unread. Okay, it's by default ticked, just make it let it be like this. Start at the latest, we are not clicking it, will be going by default. Show message preview, it is enabled. Always when to notify me, always, even if I am active on desktop, or only when I am not active on desktop. When to notify me, it's by default the second option ticked, so keep it ticked like this. Next is message notification settings. So these are the Zoom app backend Android settings, right? We are not going to do anything with this. Now I am coming back. Next, contacts. So contacts, phone contact matching, contact request. Do not do anything with these two. We are not doing anything. And this is the about option. The version will be given, the privacy, the certificates and all, right? So basically the important one was the second one, the meeting, because we have to do these settings and we've already done that earlier. Now we'll come to the first tab, that is meet and chat. You can see at the bottom left, meet and chat. Now we'll be scheduling our meeting, so we'll go to the schedule option. Okay, the page has appeared here. So now the first one is giving you the topic or the title of this meeting. So what kind of meeting you are taking, because this will be the revision sessions. We have made one standard writing protocol here. So what do you have to write? You will be writing in capital letters, class 5th A English online revision session, right? Then with date in parenthesis. Okay, so I'm telling you again from the starting, class 5th. Do not write class, that value 5th, 6th, 7th in numbers and digits. Write it in Roman numerals, right? Class 5th, then section, then English, then online revision session with the date, right? So because 22nd, that is tomorrow, for Monday, we have already scheduled meetings for you all, right? From tomorrow onwards, so you will be scheduling that. That's why we are making it. So date will be there, and next is date, for which date you are scheduling the meeting. So you have this month, date, day and the year. So we'll be pressing plus sign. June 23rd 2000 is set from, so you'll be having the time slots with you, right? So set time 9:40, suppose 9:30 will be there, so it is taking much time. I am pressing plus plus. You can go directly by clicking on the values, write down 30. Okay, set. Okay, it will give you some prompt or some prelim message that it is a 40-minute time limit on meeting with 3 or more participants. Just click on OK, because it's asking again and again to upgrade the plan. We are not gonna upgrading the plan. Date, then from 9:30 to because this is a 40 minutes, right? So 9, so it's 10. Okay, set, we have set here 10:10. Now the time zone is a bit important, right? because by default it will be showing Indian Standard Time IST, that is +5, that is GMT, Green Meridian Time, right? It is ahead 5 hours and 30 minutes. We have to select it. If by default or by mistake you select some other, right, so just rectify it, and you won't get the IST here, but you will definitely get the Mumbai, Kolkata, and okay, can you see this? These two, Kolkata only and Mumbai, Kolkata, New Delhi. You have to go for Mumbai, Kolkata, and New Delhi, right? You just select it. It will be selected, and the IST is again appearing here. Okay. So next is repeat. Never. We are not gonna repeat any kind of meeting here. So it's never. Use personal meeting ID PMI. Yes, we are setting this meeting ID right for each and every session for 5th A English. Okay, only for 5th A English we are setting this. You have to set it only once, and from the second session onwards you will be having same Zoom ID and password. Okay, just for your awareness I'm telling you. So use personal meeting ID PMI, we have enabled it, and after that we are gonna set this password. Okay, can you see this password 5A ENG has already appeared here, because we have, I think we have already created one Zoom ID for the same. Maybe we are having a session tomorrow for the same 5th English. So, the password would be 5A English, that is class in numbers, then the section, then the subject in abbreviate form. Okay, if it is maths, so you'll be writing 5A MATHS maths, that's it. Okay, do not write full mathematics. If it is EVS, just write down 5A. Okay, we don't have EVS subject in 5th, it is still 4th. So social science. Okay, so 5A social science, 5A SSCI. Okay, and if it is science, 5A SCI. Okay, cool. Host video on, yes, it will be on because you will be the host and your video must be on. Participant video on, yes. Participants means the students who will be joining your meeting or the lecture, their video must be on. Okay, and if it is not on, you will definitely tell them before starting the lecture that please start your video in proper uniform, right, in a proper gesture, in a table or chair, whatsoever is deemed fit according to the situation, you tell them, right. And the next is advanced option. This is bit important, right? Advanced options, enable waiting room. Yes, we are gonna enabling the waiting room because you have to take the attendance, you have to see who is joining your meeting. Suppose you are allotted with 1 to 20 roll numbers, you will be having the roll numbers and names of the students too. So you have to check each and everyone whosoever is joining your meeting, and this is just make sure no other or the outsider could not join it. That's why we have this breakpoint here. Next is allow join before host, it will be disabled, do not enable it. Okay, next is automatically record meeting. Definitely we are gonna record the meeting. Recording location is local computer. If you are using the system or a laptop, it will be automatically recorded there, and if you are using a smartphone, there are some chances because some phones or smartphones are platform independent, they are supporting this recording, but some are not, so don't worry about that. You can use the third-party application too for the screen recording if you want to record your lecture whatsoever you will be giving, right. Next is add to calendar. Definitely we are gonna add to calendar because this will create event in our Gmail account, not your Gmail account, that is 5thenglish.uspc@gmail account. Okay, so here it will be creating event, right. So we all the options are covered here for scheduling a meeting. Now we'll be going at the top right done button. Can you see that? Yep, the right side. I am pressing done here. So I press the done, it is scheduling. Allow Zoom to access your calendar. Yes, allow them. Do not deny anything here. Okay, add invitees via Gmail. You wanna invite Gmail, right? It's there. This page is basically for those if to whom you wanna send the invitation, but because it's already sent by the school, right? No need to send them. Just backspace, right? Come back, and I'm pressing back here. So okay, so this is the meeting, right? I am pressing cancel here, and I have to see because I have scheduled one meeting here. So I will go to, you see at the bottom of this page you have meet and chat, meetings, contacts and settings. We will go to the second tab, that is meetings. So here meetings. Okay, I told you earlier that the password was set earlier, and these two meetings are already scheduled for tomorrow, 5th English online division, and for day after tomorrow I created one just to show you how to schedule a meeting, right? So class 5th English online division session, I am pressing on the 23rd meeting and it is showing the information here. Can you see that? Yes. When is the meeting? Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020 at 9:30 a.m. right? Topic would be class 5th English online division session, and the meeting ID is this, duration is 40 minutes, password is this. Clear? Okay, now what you will do on that day when the meeting is gonna start. So you will press this meeting option. You will be hearing you will be having this list sorry, of this meetings. You will, can you see the start button at the right side? Yes, you will just start a meeting. Okay, so I'm just starting a meeting to show you the basic options inside the meetings, right? Or when you have started the meeting. I am starting it. It's connecting, that means it's configuring that meeting, right? Okay, this is the basic page of Zoom when we have started the meeting. You might be aware of this because you are giving your lectures through the Zoom app. So at the left side you have mute and unmute button, that is the integrated button. Only one button is there, right? You click it, it will be muted. You click it again, it will be unmute, right? Next is start video, stop video. Next is sharing the screen, right? We are not going to share any kind of screen here because we'll be giving the lecture, that is a revision session. Next is participants. Okay, from which option you will be getting the names of the students. We'll press the participants here because here there are no participants, so the list is empty, only we are here, right? So sorry, here the list will be appearing, this blank area, the white area, and you are having some options here. Invite, we are not gonna invite anyone here because just ignore this button at the left, bottom left, right? Next is mute all. If the participants are there and you wanna mute all, definitely at the starting when you start the meeting you have to mute all, otherwise there will be a lot of disturbance, there will be a chaos of echo sound in your meeting. So not a single person will be able to listen or speak anything because it won't be understandable by any of the participant. So I suggest you to just mute all. When I am pressing the mute all, here the option is giving allow participants to unmute themselves. No, we are not giving the permissions to the participants to unmute themselves because while giving the lecture, because we have to see the negative side, we have to see or cover every aspect of this meeting. There can be a negative stuff here, so a student can create nuisance in the lecture, so we are not giving this allow. So we are disabled this allow and mute all. Everyone will be muted here. Okay, next I'm closing it from at the top. Now I'm coming to the more option where disconnect audio chat and meeting settings. So I'm gonna go with the meeting settings. I have to show you. Okay, the meeting settings with which the first is lock meeting. We are not gonna lock any kind of meeting until and unless we are not fulfilled with the strength. Suppose the 20 students are there in your one slot, that means 9:30 to 10:10 slot, 20 students are there. If the 20 students have come or they are present, then you will lock meeting, otherwise you won't lock the meeting. Okay, next is waiting room. Yes, definitely we are gonna enable the waiting room. I told you earlier also. Allow participants to share screen. No, never. We are not gonna give this access to any of the participant, right? Because this will be, this will definitely create a chaos here. They can share any kind of stuff on the screen, so that we don't want, and we are not considering or entertaining any kind of sharing content. Next is chat with. So this is bit important. I am pressing the chat with option here. Chat with no one. This chat with option is solely for the participants. So like participants can chat with no one, or with host only. Host means the teacher only, or everyone publicly, or everyone. So we'll be selecting host only, because whatever queries will be of the participants, we have to solve it side by side, right, on a, because this is a revision session. You'll be having one-to-one interaction with the students. Next is rename themselves. It's enabled there, right? And unmute themselves, that means allow participants to unmute themselves. It is disabled. Keep it disabled. Then host controls. Meeting topic, we have already given meeting topic 5th A English personal meeting. We are not going anything because we have already given the topic. Do not give this. Play, join and leave sound, it is disabled. Just keep it disabled, because it will be disturbing you throughout your lecture, because whosoever will be coming in or joining the meeting, it will play a sound which is definitely disturb the ears, because we will be wearing the headphones and all, so it will disturb us. Next is mute upon entry. Whosoever will join in the meeting, the first step will be mute upon entry. Whosoever will be joining it, it will automatically get muted. Next is show non-video participants. It is enabled. We want to see the non-video participants, right? Next is show name when participants join. Definitely it is enabled. It will be enabled. I'm closing it. I'm coming back. So these all options were there. Okay, you can see in the center top the time is coming. The Zoom is written, the time is coming. That means we have created this, we have started the meeting 5 minutes 57 seconds ago, right? So suppose you wanna see that user ID and password, meeting ID and password in between that, you will just click on that Zoom arrow. Can you see that? At the center it's coming. So while clicking it, it will give us some caption, that is meeting ID, host, password, invitation link, participation ID, right? Suppose you have ended with the session, or you're gonna end the session, you will be winding up with proper greetings and all to the students, and you have at the right top end button. You will just click end. Do not click on leave meeting. Otherwise, if you click on this leave meeting, that means you will leaving the meeting, you'll be leaving the meeting, and some random person will become the host, right, for that temporary session. And just end meeting for all. You have to make sure you are pressing the end meeting for all. End meeting for all. We have ended the meeting, right? So these all were there. How to schedule a meeting, right? And I am just deleting it, because we don't want this meeting. I show you to just I created this just to give you the demonstration. I am deleting this meeting. I'll delete the meeting here. Okay, so now we are having a 2 meeting for tomorrow. It's there. Now I'm coming back to the meet and chat. Okay, for tomorrow's session, because we have already created your meetings and all, so what you will be doing, So you will be logging in with your provided respective subjects IDs, that is Gmail account, right? You'll be signing in with this, and after that you will go to meetings. Then meetings, when the time will start, okay, suppose you have these two meetings, you will just click on start. Okay, no need to schedule for that, because that was a time, that will be the time for your taking a session. So you have to start the meeting, do not schedule the meeting for that same time. Okay, so starting, then the whole process which I already told you now, it's a bit simple. Now come back to meet and chat. So that's all from my side here. If you have any kind of query, you can ask, right? You can ask our IT support team of our school. You can ask our principal ma'am, right? And you can ask us even, right? That is coming under IT support team, right? So thank you. Have a nice day.